Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Harmony of Dissonance Part 3 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we're going to actually have some pretty significant plot stuff happen this episode, but Juiced won't actually recognize it. Alright, so since we picked up the Fire Book, I should go over what the other spells for the Fire Book that we actually have access to are, because I think we actually have seen all the sub-weapons. We've seen Knife, Cross, Fist, Holy Water, and Bible, so yeah. Fire Knife is honestly one of the more complicated spells in the game because it actually comes with a circular command function that I'm not actually all that good at inputting. But if you are successful at doing it, it effectively is an extremely powerful screen nuke. Whereas here's Fire Book again with the vertical tornado. Like if you can space that correctly on specific bosses, it hits upwards of 5 times. It is nuts.
Good dodge.
Thank you. Let's see. We also have the Fire Holy Water, which is honestly one of the worst ones. It does the rolling bomb thing that tries to hone in on enemies, like the ice Holy Water does, but it just doesn't hit as hard or as much. So it's not really worth it.
The fancy bandana.
Which is actually less powerful than our leather gloves. Damn.
Yes, we won't be accessing the silly hat until the very end of the game, because the silly hat will give you more powers than you could possibly imagine. Background.
I do like these backgrounds, to be perfectly honest, though. Here's here's Fire Fist, which is I want to call that Fist a Fist of the North Star reference, but it's probably not. It is honestly not actually a bad spell. Each of the mines that you throw out can hit multiple times on an enemy if they don't dissipate too early. Thing is, they travel slightly too fast in order to get multiple hits usually. But yes, Juiced notices that the castle feels a bit different now. Well, that's because we're in a totally different part of the castle, right, Mr. Cloud?
Oh, I thought... Well, I'm glad you explained that, because I thought that all that happened was we had dispelled the illusion. No, we are in a different part of the castle now.
Yeah, we are in a different part of the castle.
Cool. We have teleport.
Teleport isn't the right term.
We have fast travel.
Yeah, also not the right term, but, you know, it's accurate, just not the right term.
Okay, so now when you look at your map, you say, yes, indeed, we are in a different part of the map, and we have to figure out how to get back to the more familiar portions.
Well, we don't, but, you know, we're supposed to. Hey, it is another one of these, a gate guarder.
What? Garter. No, garter belt. How about
And there we go. We broke the rocks.
It's an enemy that cannot be defeated, only pushed back and caused to fall down the stairs.
I want to say you can defeat that enemy, but I don't know. But you don't want to because this is our first instance of encountering a merchant. So if you do the fight correctly and you send the gate guarder down the pit, it opens up this merchant. Haha.
Will the gate guarder despawn so that you have another chance at opening up Merchant Man Shop?
I honestly don't know. I assume not, actually, because there are several specific enemies that are treated as mini bosses that stay dead when you defeat them. Although they will eventually become. There's castle map number 2.
Oh, come on, get the rubber armor.
We don't need the rubber armor, though. It's not actually all that much better than our current armor.
You say that, but Juiced so far has been the sexiest character we have run into. Surely, at some point, he will need some rubber armor.
You say that, but Max has got way less clothing on than Juiced has got.
The Maxim has a face like a painting from the 15th century. Juiced is modern 21st century anime style, good-looking, handsome dude. Bomber armor.
Unfortunately, if you blow up Bomber Armor's bomb, the explosion that it has will still actually hurt you.
Ow! Slide. Slide into the zombies. They are weak at the knees. Ow.
Ouch.
Ow.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana to actually use my book on them again. Also, Juice Whip actually hits behind him in significant ways. It's not something that I actually know how to manipulate that well, though.
Hey, he poked me right in the eye. Oh, that worked.
Yes.
We have destroyed the bomber armor.
Yes, as Pascal is attempting to mention here, with the foreground actually not allowing us to do so. The fire spells in general are really, really good for bosses, despite how expensive they are.
Bone Soldier.
My favorite spell in the game is actually Fire Axe, but we won't get to see that for quite some time yet.
Fire Axe. Deal 5 damage to target player.
No, that's Lava Axe.
Damn it. I got my bomb.
And 3 and 4. Damn it.
Yay.
I thought that the crit would actually make it so that we only had to hit him 4 times, not 5.
Sweet dodge.
Thankfully, critical hits do actually do a set. Do actually do a set multiplier of damage. It is 2 times. Also, we have picked up a chair. No, we can't use the chair as a wrestling move.
The chair! Give him the chair!
You see, that's funny because we just recently did Shrek. And thankfully, potions are actually really effective in this game.
Well, the game gives you, in life you have 2 options. You can use your chair, or you can use your ass. In this game, we'll use a chair.
No, we will eventually use the chair, but, Alright, I've already explained what Fire Knife does, so we don't have to show it off. Haha.
Grayscale.
It's not really grayscale. It's miscolored limestone, I want to say. Maybe obsidian.
Good use of fog.
Yes.
Delicious fog. Left or right?
And then we want to go down here so we can show off. I do believe this is our first instance of the decor room, right?
$25.
Yep, the decor room.
Whoa! Really? Of all the rooms
since we picked up the chair, we actually have 2 chairs. Haha!
I have a strange
there are a
premonition.
bunch of furniture items scattered throughout the castle, and if you collect them all and put them into this room, the ending changes very, very slightly. As in, I think you get 1 additional line of dialogue that mentions how exhausted Juiced is. No, that's right. It's actually implied that Juiced will end up having a much closer relationship with Liddy if you get all of the furniture pieces.
Finally, we have a chance to sit and talk.
Alright, but yeah, we don't want to go down to Skeleton Cave. We actually want to go into Luminous Cavern.
Luminous Cavern.
Famous axe armors.
Oh, you got me.
Alright, Luminous Cavern is honestly an interesting small spike in difficulty, specifically for the boss that will be coming up, but more so with the environment that we're going through, because these axe armors have got quite a sizable health pool, and you'll notice that we're still not honestly doing all that much damage to them.
Quick, what's a synonym for dispel, but without using the word dispel? Uncurse? Sure, let's go with
uncurse. That. Or disenchant.
Disenchant also would have been a valid synonym, but the game wanted to be particular and nuanced in using
Well, you don't
uncurse.
want to spend all of your characters on fucking disenchant. Disenchant is so much longer than uncurse.
The witch.
And I do believe that is the save room that we want, right?
Or dispel.
No, this is not the. That is not the save room that we want. Right now, we are looking for a save room because we're about to go up against our 3rd boss. So, ouch! Evil man-eater.
Oh, quick! Use a potion. Jesus Christ, that potion is effective.
Yes, mostly because our health pool right now is extremely limited. We only have like 90 HP total and potions heal 70.
I see. Well, just like in Pokemon, that base potions are only effective as long as your Pokemon levels are low. But then as the game proceeds, you're going to need even more powerful potions.
Yes and no. The more powerful potions in the game do end up seeing a use, certainly, but it's not because our HP total gets to the ludicrous amounts that Pokemon gets to. It's more that, you know, we need faster healing than more healing.
Bone thrower.
Alright, so I have to make a decision here, and we decide to go this way.
Perfectly circular bomb throwing man.
There we go.
Very nice.
Bomber armor, actually, I do believe bomber armor has got the rubber armor drop that you can purchase from the shop. But here we go, our third boss. It's Golem.
Oh, watch out for his prosthetic ball and chain arm.
No, honestly, the ball and chain arm is not the big threat that he has. Honestly, the big threat that he actually has is the avalanche. Honestly, because although Juice can attempt to clear out the rocks that are falling from above, he's not very good at it.
It looks like ideally you want to be near the edge of the screen when he does it. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
No, he is not. As past Cadet spoils, Golem has a second form.
Well, now we see that he lost the one thing that he didn't need, was that ugly ass face. So now he's become more powerful. Become a little easier on the eyes. Ow. He still inflicts lots of touch damage. Here comes the punch.
Well, no, actually, Golem's second form doesn't actually have the punch anymore. So
I don't think he's used that ball and chain arm a single time during this boss fight. Like, why does he have it?
It's an interesting design gimmick.
But it's so useless.
Only because he's not using it.
Well, I mean, first of all, the original function of the ball and chain is it's supposed to stop whoever's impeded by the ball and chain from moving, and clearly the golem is very mobile.
Well, it's somewhat mobile. I wouldn't say very mobile. He's very slow, after all.
So, do we get to keep the ball and chain? No,
we do not.
It with him. Well, that was a distraction.
But we got a good, see?
Very good. Thank you, game.
Alright, you ready for one of the more gruesome things in the game?
Oh god, it's a fucking elevator sequence.
It is an elevator sequence.
It's
a pink lemonade, Mr. Cloud. Did you ever have pink lemonade as a kid?
Yes.
I have also had pink lemonade as a kid. It's always sweeter than normal lemonade.
Oh, watch out for that does not even begin to make sense. How is it that we are affected by the spikes, but the platform is not?
Video game elevators, Mr. Cloud. They laugh at your physics.
Well, I've seen elevators work by pulleys, by chains, by batteries, by putting in the power source into the thing in order to raise the elevator. I've never seen a pink lemonade powered elevator.
I know, right? It's a really interesting elevator concept, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually kind of relaxing and refreshing. The sound of running water.
Except, of course, you know, we're in a Castlevania game, so it's not actually pink lemonade.
Well, duh.
It's blood.
It's the blood of the sacrifice. Slime. Oh, tiny slime.
Yeah. Each of the different colors of slimes can inflict different status ailments on you. It is something I will accidentally show off a bit later. Also, they have the ability to become immune to physical damage. The bastards.
Is that a turban?
Yes, a turban.
The boots. The sturdy turban.
Unfortunately, it's got the same armor value as our boots do, so...
Also known as the sturdy turby.
We got the strange mirror and the yellow stone. This is... okay, the red stone actually gave our whip a small amount of damage and fire properties. The yellow stone gives our whip a small amount of damage and lightning properties.
Ooh.
No! We have been cursed and stoned!
Quick, use it. Use the uncurse potion. That's what it's for. Go into your inventory.
Alright, so I have to explain what Curse does, because Curse is honestly one of the more detrimental status ailments that Juice can get afflicted with. It effectively cuts your movement speed in half and makes it so that you can only walk.
Well, yeah,
that's what Curse does.
It's supposed to kill you, but not by the curse itself, of course, but by the
by the density of the enemies around it.
Yep.
Honestly, it's why Stone is always a much bigger threat to me than Curse is, because Stone, just makes you a stone statue, and then you end up taking. I don't know if it's in this game or not, but in other Castlevania games, when you get stoned, you end up taking double physical damage whilst you're under the stone effect.
To really drive home the point that you do not want to get.
But since you're locked in place, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that's the worst characteristic, is that you can't move and evade damage. And in the next part,
we will continue Harmony of Dissonance. Be safe, everybody.